Hello dear students, good morning everyone. This is the fifth lecture related to class 10 physics, and in this lecture today we will study about what? The concept of spherical mirror. In the topic reflection of light, we will discuss about the important terms related to spherical mirror. And just before important terms related to spherical mirror, the most important concept is what? How the spherical mirror construct are obtained. Just see, spherical mirror, very simple concept. Suppose a hollow sphere. This is hollow sphere, and when a hollow sphere cut into two halves, then one part taken in this way, another part taken in this way. There are two phase, one opening towards left and one this one opening towards right. So the two types of a spherical mirror that is obtained from a hollow sphere of glass, when we just cut in two halves and just adjust in two shapes just like this, and red painted just after silver coating in this way. Just after silver coating, this is silver coating, and then just after silver coating, when we just paint, then this is a concave mirror. This is a concave mirror. Why this one is concave mirror, I will explain in detail, but just see. And when we paint this inner surface just after silver coating, this is the silver coating, and then when we just paint in this way, and this one becomes what? Convex mirror. This becomes convex mirror. Clear? How the convex and concave mirror obtained from spherical mirror, that is clear, very easy concept. And just after concave and convex mirror shape, there are few terms related to these two mirrors. Here this one is concave. What is the reason behind this mirror said to be what? Concave? Because the reflecting surface is concave. Reflecting surface is concave, and the painted just after silver coating, the painted surface is bulging out, and here the reflecting surface is convex, that is bulging out, reflecting surface, and inner surface that is painted just after silver coating. Clear? So another definition of convex and concave I will explain later, but just see, when we draw a straight line passing through the midpoint of these two mirror, just like in this way, this one is what? P, and this is also P. Here P for a special sense, that is pole, and pole, the midpoint of the whole aperture aperture, either for convex mirror or for concave mirror. You can take any one mirror just, and then the aperture means the total reflecting surface of any mirror. Let's see one by one. First point, what? Aperture. Second, pole. Third, principal axis. Number 4, radius of curvature. Focal length. First focus, then focal length. Clear? Very easy. When you just try to understand about each and everything, then the forward concept that I will explain in next lecture will be very easy. Just try what is the concept. First, the definition of concave mirror and convex mirror, also in term of pole. Pole here, second one point. First one is what? Aperture. Aperture means the total reflecting surface at which the light reflected, from which the light reflected. This is the total reflecting surface from either M to M dash or M1 to M1 dash. Clear? Anyway, we can represent the C from starting. M dash or M1 dash is the aperture. In second way, we can also define the total reflecting surface. In case of convex, that is bulging out. In case of concave, that is having trough shape. Having trough shape, I will say that concave shape. In case of concave mirror, the pole is nearer to either focus or you say that center of curvature. In case of concave mirror, the pole is nearer to focus or center of curvature, because focus and center of curvature both lies towards left side. So towards left, this point is what? Nearer. That's why the mirror is what? Concave. But in case of convex, the focus lies right side. That's why the pole is away from, slightly away from focus, or you say that center of curvature. Clear? Then center of curvature and radius of curvature, center of curvature not written here, so I will explain in detail, no matter. First topic clear? Aperture. What? The total reflecting surface, either in case of concave mirror or in case of convex mirror. That is what? Aperture. And second one, pole. The midpoint of aperture. The midpoint of aperture is what? Pole. Here this, here this. This pole is very important point, because all the distances always measured from pole. This is what? This is the spherical mirror, hollow spherical glass, from which the mirror is obtained. Mirror here, two types, convex and concave. Hollow spherical glass. Just see, second point clear. Then after third, principal axis. Principal axis definition will clear when you just make your concept clear about the center of curvature. Center of curvature. Center of curvature for this convex mirror, a point on the principal axis. See, just like this, a point on the principal axis at which all the parallel rays coming towards principal axis, just like this one. All these are parallel rays coming towards convex mirror. Then after reflection, whenever appears to coming from a particular point on the principal axis, then that point is what? Focus of the convex mirror, and the point is this one. See how to define. Very easy. This is the center point. This is the center point of the hollow sphere, just like this one. This is the hollow sphere, and this is what? The center point of this hollow sphere. Center point of this hollow sphere. This center of this hollow sphere, from which the mirror is obtained, that center is what? The center of curvature. The center of curvature. And for this mirror also, this center lies towards somewhat amount away from this C, towards left, just like this one, C dash. Clear? Listen again. C, that is center of curvature. And the center of curvature, how to define? Center of curvature is the center of that hollow sphere of which the mirror is a part, either convex mirror or concave mirror. Clear? The center of curvature is the center of that hollow sphere of which, that hollow sphere means this one, of which the mirror is a part, either convex or concave. Clear? And by using this center of curvature and pole, we will define what? Principal axis. Principal axis, just this one. Principal axis, a straight line that passes through pole and center of curvature. Just listen again about principal axis. A straight line that passes through pole and center of curvature. Either in case of convex mirror or in case of concave mirror, we can define in both cases. A straight line passes through pole and center of curvature. Clear? This is the center of curvature. I am just writing here because in all these points I am just forgot to write, so you will write separately. Center of curvature. Center of curvature. Clear? Center of curvature. And then just after center of curvature, next one is what? Radius of curvature. Same way, just like center of curvature, the definition of radius of curvature also. The radius of curvature is the radius of that hollow sphere. That hollow sphere, just like this one. This is O and this is A. This is what? Radius. Radius of curvature is the radius of that hollow sphere of which the mirror is a part. Clear? Radius. This radius of the hollow sphere is defined as the radius of curvature. Radius of curvature is the radius of that hollow sphere of which the mirror is a part, either convex mirror or concave mirror. Clear? The next one, focus. So focus here, I just explained earlier. Listen again. When all the parallel rays that is parallel to principal axis, when all the parallel rays that is parallel to principal axis just after reflection from either convex mirror or from concave mirror. In case of convex, there appears to coming from a point on the principal axis, but in case of concave mirror, they meet at a common point actually. That's why the focus in case of convex is what? Virtual focus, and in case of concave mirror, the focus is real focus. Real focus means where the rays actually meet, or you say that intersect, then that point on the principal axis is defined as focus. Clear? Listen again. When all the parallel rays that is parallel to principal axis, listen again. When all the parallel rays parallel to principal axis after reflection from convex mirror appears to coming from a fixed point, that after reflection in this direction, there appears to coming from this point F, and this point F is what? Focus. This point F is focus, and here C dash for center of curvature of this mirror, no matter. This is F, here written F. Clear? And this one C, I am just writing upward for more clearing sense. So focus point clear? Focus is a point on the principal axis. Point on the principal axis. In case of convex mirror, all the parallel rays parallel to principal axis that after reflection appears to coming from that point, but in case of concave mirror, after reflection they passes through the particular point. In actual, that's why the focus is real in case of concave and virtual in case of convex. Clear? So just after focus, the next one is what? Focal length. Focal length. Focal length is very simple. The distance between pole and focus. Here pole and here focus. The distance between pole and focus is defined as focal length. And you say that half of the radius of curvature. Half of the radius of curvature is also defined as the focal length. Clear? When the radius of curvature is well known, just like R upon 2 is equal to F. This is a very important lesson. R upon 2 is equal to, this R upon 2 is equal to what? F. Clear? Half of radius of curvature is defined as focal length. So you all just revise all the terms that I explained here, and if any confusion in any points, then I will explain earlier again and again, no matter. So how many points? Nearly 7. 6 here written and 1 here center of curvature. So 7 points starting from aperture, pole, principal axis, center of curvature, radius of curvature, focus and focal length. Clear? Here this one, center of curvature including just before radius of curvature. So all these 7 points you will write down in your notebook and try to understand about all the concept, how they represents in case of either concave mirror or case of convex mirror. So that's all for today. Have a nice day.